World War II had a profound and lasting impact on the United States, reshaping its economy, society, and global role. Economic impact. The war ended the Great Depression, as wartime production spurred massive industrial growth. Factories, once producing consumer goods, were converted to make tanks, planes, ships, and other military supplies. Unemployment plummeted, and by the end of the war, the U.S. emerged as the world's leading industrial and economic power. The government introduced rationing to manage shortages, and war bonds were sold to fund military operations. Social impact. The war led to significant social changes. Women entered the workforce in unprecedented numbers, symbolized by the cultural icon Rosie the Riveter. Many women took on roles in factories and other jobs traditionally held by men. Racial and ethnic minorities experienced changes as well. Although African Americans still faced segregation and discrimination, the war opened up more jobs in industrial sectors. The WW campaign Victory Abroad and Victory Against Racial Injustice at Home sought to link the fight against fascism with the fight for civil rights. Japanese Americans faced widespread discrimination, and over 100,000 were placed in internment camps due to fears of espionage after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Political and global impact. The war transformed the U.S. into a global superpower. Before the U.S. had a policy of isolationism, but after the war, it played a central role in the creation of international institutions like the United Nations and the International Monetary Fund, IMF. The U.S. became a leading player in rebuilding war-torn Europe and Japan through the Marshall Plan and other initiatives. This set the stage for the Cold War, as tensions grew between the U.S. and the Soviet Union. Military impact. The U.S. emerged from the war with the world's most powerful military, including the development and use of nuclear weapons. The bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki marked the beginning of the nuclear age, and the U.S. would remain a dominant military power throughout the Cold War.